conquering nations would deport massive parts of the population. You do that to destabilize the population. You deport them. And then sometimes they'd be allowed to come back. You would end up with some Jews who stay in these other areas, and you end up with Jewish communities. Jewish communities spread across the known world at the time. And so you had all these Jewish communities, but they were commanded in the Old Testament. They're commanded in the Old Testament to, if they're able, to return for the big feasts, So people who are able to come back to Israel for the Feast of Passover, even if you're in Iraq or something like that, they would try to do that. So anyway, Jesus is crucified during the time of the Passover. And so you've got a public crucifixion at the time of, right at the time of the Passover festival. And then rumors start spreading that this guy actually rose from the dead. And then you have the next big festival. The next big festival comes up. And that's when the Holy Spirit descends on the church. And you remember that passage in Acts chapter 2, when you had all these people from all these different nations, and they're all sitting there saying, hey, we're all hearing these guys speaking in our own language. What is this? What's going on here? And so you get thousands of converts very early on there. You get thousands of converts. Where are those converts from? They're from all sorts of different countries and different cities and so on. And a bunch of them stay there.